There's nothing wrong with the nation, it's just the people. You see what I'm saying? The nation is all wise, is everything right and exact. It's just people that ain't right and exact. So at the end of the day, what I'm talking about is for the babies, because they the greatest, and we can't leave this responsibility to them. Just like we always say, the show and prove is for the babies. And it's almost like we want to put all the weight on the babies, man. The weight ain't supposed to be on them. The weight is on us.
It feels so good. It feels so good.
Peace. Universal greeting, as we built before. We back with the supreme mathematics and the universal student enrollment. It's time to teach the babies. This is for the youth, the male and female. Because with knowledge of self, you'll definitely advance in all the things and decisions you make in the future for yourself and your family. Today's mathematics is God, Guma Asintubar, one who possesses wisdom, strength, and beauty. The original black man, the dominant seed. Also, let's go into God again, because the last time in the Supreme Mathematics, I told you, people haven't done any research on the term God. We're going to take the term God and say it for what it is. The word God is Guma Asintubar. It derives from the Greeks, meaning the Greeks came up with the term God. Guma meaning wisdom, As meaning strength, and Tuba meaning beauty. One who possesses wisdom, strength, and beauty. God, G-O-D, Guma Asintubar. But it's been put into various different levels in life. And it's taken however you want to take it. But that's where it came from, the Greeks. And it derives from them. And it means Guma Asintubar, the abbreviations of wisdom, strength, and beauty. Okay, today we're going to build on the supreme alphabets. We're going to go from a law to zigzag zig. So if you follow me closely, do the knowledge to this video a few times. By the time I'm done, you should have the supreme alphabets. And you can apply it to your life daily as well, because the whole science of student enrollment in 120 lessons is the science of life, to make better decisions in the future and where you might be trying to go with things. All right? We're going to start off with A, which is a law. Arm, leg, arm, supreme head, navel, and penis. That defines that it's a man. A law, arm, leg, arm, supreme head. We say supreme head because we deal with the intelligent head. The body, arm, leg, arm, supreme head. A law. Law is the most significant, most high. All is one. All of us is one. When we come together and unify, we become the dominant, which is the most greatest thing in existence. A law. I come in the name Prince SHAHIEM OLJAWON, God beloved. Allah. Okay. So the Allah, as we said, it borns God. It's the most highest intellect. All, arm, leg, arm, supreme head. Okay. B would be for born, to be brought into existence. We went over that. Born is to be brought into existence, whether it be from a mental capacity where you was in the dark and you came to light because somebody born the knowledge to you, or on a physical perspective where it's a thought and you bring it to life, or we know a baby, the best part, through the wisdom. C is for see, to see with the third eye. C is for see. Understanding the clear picture. C is to see things clearly. D is for divine. For we all strive for divine righteousness, the purest form. D is for divine. We already know E is for equality. E is for equality. Allah, born, C, equality, divine. Father, A, B, C, D, E, F. F is for father. Father is one who fattens her with knowledge and wisdom. Father is the foundation to the family. Father of the civilization. We fathered the planet and built on it. You feel what I'm saying? And G, as we know, is for God. Guma Asintubar. H is for he or her. He meaning self, male, master, all negative, or her, the wisdom. He or her. I is for Islam. I, self-lord and master. I sincerely love Allah's mathematics. Islam, the culture, the way of life. J is for justice. A justice is a reward or penalty for one's acts and deeds. If you serve the justice, it's based on your acts and deeds. Let's elaborate that on for a second. Because at one point, when we was dealing with math, back when I was younger, people were getting punished with severe justices because they didn't know their math, which I never felt was right and exact. Because that's a mental capacity. So I feel like if you don't know your knowledge, because you haven't studied, and me and the gods we building, and it's real fruitful, you wearing a justice because you don't have a clue. You standing there and mentally lost. That's a justice. The lack of knowledge is a justice. That's how that should be served. Never in the physical. But if you say you God, Guma Arson Dubar, and you take on the poor righteous teacher stance as a 5%, and we say we don't eat swine because it messes up the physical composition, and we know that our word is bond regardless to whom or what, and you get caught eating swine, you should get a physical justice because that's physical. You heard? Let's keep things where they belong. So J is for justice, a reward or penalty for one's acts and deeds.
Mr. Moderator, Reverend Cleave, brothers and sisters, and friends, and I see some enemies. In fact, I think we'd be fooling ourselves if we had an audience this large and didn't realize that there were some enemies present.
K is for king and kingdom. For I am the king, and I rule whatever I feel is my cipher, and whatever I make my home becomes my kingdom. King or kingdom. L is for love, hell, or right, for they say you have to love hell to come out right. We know that love is the clearest, highest form of understanding. Love is to see things clear. There's no conditions to it because you understand it clearly. That's what love is, in case you keep trying to figure out what love is. Hell is to be lost, to not know, to have no knowledge, to be lost. It's like a justice. I'm sitting there and I don't have a clue. Or sitting in the darkness where there's no light there. That's hell. You don't have an idea. Pain participates in hell, but hell is being lost and not found. And right represents the righteous, that which is right. Things that are right and exact. Things that fall in place the way they're supposed to. Love, hella right. That's L. M is for master. Master all negative, like man, M-A-N, master all negative. A master is one who does the knowledge to the fullest and finds out the full perspectives and even strives to go beyond the scope of that so that he be the master of it, the best at it. M is for master. N is for now or never. Now is right now, the existence of right now, or never. It should never happen. It can never happen. It won't happen. It's either right now or never. As we all should know from building with me, O is for cipher, a complete circle that consists of 360 degrees, broken down in fraction, 120 knowledge, 120 wisdom, 120 understanding. Cipher, 360 degrees of a circle. P is for power. Power is I would assume, one of the greatest forces in our existence, because he who obtains power seems to make things move the way they want it to. I look at power in different ways. Like some people think money and finance is power. To me, that's political. Not really. I think people are power. And the more people who love you and will move for you, it's powerful. That man got to pay $10,000 for them to go over there and deal with that. But you can tell him to go do it on the love. Which is more powerful? Power. Q is for queen. You know, the queen sees the wisdom. That's the universal black woman on the planet Earth. She's the provider and nurturer of the babies. and the other half to man, for she helps complete the cipher. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, the queen. Rule. R is for ruler, ruler. There's rules, and are you the ruler? Because we all set rules in our lives and in our ciphers and what we're trying to born, and we rule those. We enforce those rules. So you can set the rules and be the ruler over them, or set the rules and find a ruler. Because everybody's not meant to lead. That's a fact. Some people just got the intellect, but don't got the endurance and the wit to lead. So, everybody has a position to play. If everybody plays their position, you'll see greatness in that. Is everybody jealous and envious of other people's positions because it might be a greater or harder task? You'll see destruction and no growth from it. You know what I'm saying? S is for self-savior. You got to save yourself before you can save anyone. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. You can't save anyone until you're saved. You can't fix nothing until you're saved. A savior is someone who comes and strives to save you from the blindness. So first save yourself, then you can become the savior and strive to help save other people. And T is for the truth of square. For the truth lies in the square. A square is like a cipher, but this sits at 90 degrees in angle. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, freedom. The full triangle, that's the truth of square. And the truth, we already know, is power. The truth is like peace. It's all that it's supposed to be. Everything it is, not what it may appear to be, but what it is by actual fact and solar facts, exactly what it is the truth. In the square. The truth lies in the square. The square is a square of truth. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And if your culture is free, then you built and born the truth. Truth of square. U is for universe. Universe is everything we see. All things amongst us, from the planet to the galaxies afar. Universe. V is for victory. To be victorious in all things you strive to do. And if you don't do them or don't go out and strive to do them, you already lost. As long as you went out and strive to do it and put your all into it, you was victorious. Because you strive to get that done. Victorious. V. W is for wisdom. You know that already, though. Wisdom is the wise word spoken by a wise man. It's also symbolic to the black woman, the queen, secondary most necessary on the planet. Wisdom. X is for unknown. For why is a boy born into the cipher and don't know why? Why was man unknown to his true culture? X is for unknown, not knowing. So we put the X and try to figure out the X. And what's that? What is it? It's unknown. It's something that we don't know. It's unknown. X is for unknown. Y is for why. Why can be a question asked by a wise man to seek to be wiser. Any one time a person seeks and says, well, why is that? They're seeking to be wiser. Why is a question where you're looking for understanding and clarity? And Z is for zigzag zig. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and child. Sun, moon, and stars. Zigzag zig. That is the supreme alphabets. And if you review that several times and do the knowledge to it, it can be applied in your everyday life as well. And keep your intellect on sharp status. The idea is to become brighter and more successful in your endeavors. That's the whole idea. The supreme mathematics is the steps to doing that. So where you move a little more different, a little more according to what the truth is, opposed to what you heard that you're not sure of, but you move based on what you're sure of. So with this in mind, I'm going to say peace, the universal greeting again, the absence to all confusion. Study your lessons. It'll keep you from guessing and help you when you manifest them, when you're out there trying to be testing. You heard? But this is for the youth, male and female. Get knowledge yourself. Do the knowledge to these trolls. Trust me. Once you born this and you really get it into your mind and you really can elevate on it and take it into your own perspective, you will make better decisions. You will rise. Your whole intellect and perspective will change. Just like they go, why do y'all take these names on? SHAHIEM, SHAHIEM, Shamel, all these great names. Well, this is for the parents coming up. When you have a baby, you should name your baby. You should name that baby based on what the greatness you want that baby to have, or what you would like your baby to perceive. See, our names, they define something. And these attributes are what we should follow as human beings. They should define you. Your name should define who you are. If you're a king, live like one. If your name says you're a king, live like one. Study it. See what it takes to be a king. But these attributes that we carry, they have definition to them. So you have, that name will give that baby or child something to embrace and go after. Hopefully that name has greatness to it. So I'm going to say PCR today. You've just got the supreme mathematics. The 12 jewels up next. Do the knowledge. All right? Love is love. Peace.
A person who's a member of the Father said nation is to teach civilization to what? The uncivilized.
Peace to the God. Peace, Allah. Hey, yo, there go that brother Grand Poobah. Heard that brother got knowledge. Yo, True and J, brother. Yo, let's have that brother come over and add on to the site.